If only I could turn back time.
What's going on YouTube? It's Mike Nice coming to you with some more of this Call of Duty Modern Warfare Beta second video. Here we go. And my last video I was really just kind of going through, how I thought the game felt, how the community reacted to it, You guys can definitely go check out that video, be in my Modern Warfare playlist. But this video, I kind of just want to talk about how I feel about the game, definitely more in depth into how I feel about the game. And first thing I have to say, because I'm already past, I feel like everybody's talked about it ad nauseum almost. Clearly this game is it's almost like weird to think, because it's like it's only been a weekend, but in that weekend everybody said the same thing. So it's almost like I don't even want to say it anymore. Like we get it. This game is very slow paced. This game is it almost seems like this game is like literally made for campers. Definitely slow paced compared to previous Call of Duties, especially the last few Call of Duties to be exact. And so I'm definitely not gonna mention that really at all, honestly, because it's kind of getting redundant. But I will say this: the addition of the mini map changed. I don't know if it changed everything, but it complete. If the game was being played at a 5, like let's say the speed of the game was being played at a 5, now it's being played at like a 8 or a 9. A 7, 8, or 9. It's being played much faster. It's being played much more like a Call of Duty. You see a lot of people definitely running around now, definitely going out there rushing, using some machine guns, using all of that. And that's amazing. I think the mini map might be the trick, because I don't think we're never gonna get from the fact that this is a slower paced Call of Duty, and I think that's what people are kind of like iffy about, or kind of turning them off about the game. And I think people are kind of almost hoping that some switch would get them to that some switch would magically make this game as fast as Modern Warfare 2, or as fast as even though Modern Warfare 2, funny enough, is not even that fast. Neither is Modern Warfare 1. Most Call of Duty's pre jump packing and jet packing, a lot of those games had slower paced, very much more turning corners, aiming down your sight gameplay. And I think it's the nostalgia that screws with people. I think people kind of forgotten that, especially, and almost let him quick scope me right there. I think a lot of people have forgotten how the older Call of Duties felt. That's why when they started remastering, especially with the Modern Warfare 1 remaster, people are like, whoa, this is different, this is slow, and these is this way and that's that way. And it's like, yeah, it's funny that you thought the game was a certain way, and then the game gets remastered, packaged, and now people think about it another way. That happens a lot, especially with Call of Duty, which is the funniest thing ever. But I think that once people give the time to say, okay, this is way more methodical, and me not exactly running around the map like I'm on crack or speed or something like that, with my submachine gun with marathon lightweight type perks, and I'm not running around getting 20-30 kills instantly. I think once people get out of that mindset and start doing, and I'm not saying I'm doing anything right or special or anything like that, but once people start doing what I'm doing right now, which is tactically holding down a position, holding down a building, moving from window to window, pretty much. That's practically what the game is going to be. I think a lot of people are thinking that I want to say we're going to be getting an older Call of Duty, but this Call of Duty plays very much so like older Call of Duties, with like a extra oomph on it, if that makes sense, like an extra sense of campiness, you know, like it plays definitely like older Call of Duties, but with like you know, like ghost multiplier on it, like a ×2 ghost multiplier. It plays like ghost, you know, in its wildest dreams or something like that, you know, like it plays pretty much like you have to worry about your life. You know what I mean? It sounds funny to say, because obviously every Call of Duty you should worry about your life. But in previous Call of Duties, as many of the people in the community know, you do not have to worry about your life like that. You do not have to worry about running out and being shot from a window from about 20-30 meters away with that person. You know, you can get picked. You can get picked in this game, like picked off. You can be running, you know, halfway down the street, but if someone's mounted in a window, they're going to get 3 shots on you pretty accurately. And that is frustrating for a lot of Call of Duty players, to feel like they can't run anywhere and do practically anything they want. And I think a lot of the community members are definitely going to, they're in pretty much a rude awakening, because I don't think the game is going to change from this. This is it. I don't know how many more changes they'll do. I doubt that they will do any more changes to make it, I guess, more rush friendly. But I have to say that this is frankly, I think the mini map is the biggest compromise that they were going to make, and I think they kind of went in knowing that. I think they went in knowing that, for the simple fact that they made the switch kind of fast. Usually a switch that big, even though it's not, you know, the biggest thing to just turn on a mini map, but being so different from the core aspects of how this game wants to play, you would think that something like that would go through testing, or go through you know, some sort of QAing and whatnot, to see if they want to really bring. I feel like they went into the beta knowing that, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm burping, I'm trying to speak over it. I think they went into the beta knowing that putting the mini-map in, or I should say the community being as vocal as they were about it, I think they knew chances are they were going to turn it back on. And that's fine, that's cool. I think it's a great compromise. As I said in my previous video, I think it's a great compromise. I think pretty much it opens the windows for another gear of gameplay, you know, like another speed. It felt like without the mini map, this game was stuck on slow. And I think as a Call of Duty, you always want to have a sense of speed, a sense of arcadey gameplay, a sense of I don't want to say recklessness, but yeah, a sense of recklessness to it, because as much as Call of Duty developer, I guess Infinity Ward, wants it to be a certain way, it will never be that way, based on how this community is. It will never ever go, it was never going to go down like this. Let's put it like that. It was never going to go down like this. They were never going to let this game be reach launch and still have no mini map. Our community was not gonna let that happen, like literally at all. I think once we started, you know, once we got our voice or our opinion out about that, they switched it. I think it was a good compromise. I think it pretty much, you know, I don't know how to say this part exactly, but it pretty much quiet the haters. Not really, I don't really want to even call them haters, because they're not really hating it. It was just such a drastic change from what we're used to, that it was only bound to happen that this community in particular was going to be very vocal very quickly. But like I said, definitely a good compromise, and I like it. I like the fact that even though I'm camping right now, it's a difference. It's a difference in gameplay, and it's kind of cool in a sense. You know, like you play Call of Duties all your life, and usually you play one game style, like one play style. Either you're a camper or you're a rusher, you know what I mean? And whatever, however, your degrees of success it is with that, whether you're really good, pro, casual, whatever the case may be, usually you have a game style, a playing style, and you stick to it. If you rush, you rush. If you camp, you camp. Some people obviously in between, whatever the case may be. But this game almost forces you to slow down and be way more methodical, way more careful with your life, and I think that's excellent because I haven't played a Call of Duty like that, and I think it would be fun to have a year of Call of Duty where I am not just running around thinking I'm going to get a triple feed on the next group of people I see because I'm that good. Not saying I am that good, but because it's very possible in previous Call of Duties. And this one, getting a triple feed, you better hope that all their backs is turned. All of them are showing their backs to you, because getting a triple feed with just 3 people like running is gonna be super hard. Time to kill is super low, so you're going to get pretty much mowed down. And the only way you're gonna get those feeds, like I got a couple triple feeds, I think I got even a Fury kill, and it all came from me tactically being in a position where people were thinking they're gonna just run around, run all over with submachine guns or whatever, and turn that corner and hit that corner like the Tasmanian Devil. But in actuality, I'm here, I'm chilling, and I got my gun mounted, and it's not moving. So once I start shooting, you better hope you either jump out the way or whatever the case may be, because these bullets are gonna be straight. You know what I mean? And I think it would be nice change of pace. I think it's something that maybe the Call of Duty community needed, to change the way we look at the game itself. We have been looking at this game the same way for years and years and years. No matter how much they want to change it, no matter how much innovation they thought they were bringing in, no matter how much people asked for change, this game has virtually been the same since it came out. In my opinion, I don't think any game has been dramatically different as this is to the previous Call of Duty, and that's even including whatever was previous to Advanced Warfare, which I think was Ghost, because Advanced Warfare plays like no other Call of Duty, but even still it plays like way similar to a Call of Duty than this one. And in my opinion, the only difference was you could just jump around and do different type of movements, but you still played that game like I played that game like I played Call of Duty. This game, I play this game like I play, and I want to say Battlefield, Rainbow Six Siege, but even still it's different than those games in a sense, because Battlefield, at least the previous Battlefield that I used to like, 3 and 4 was pretty much the last one I liked. I rushed around crazy all over those maps, all around those big playgrounds that they had. And Rainbow Six Siege, I've never played too deeply, so I can't really tell, but I know that is the most tactical shooter that is used by console players. So I know that one is very, very slow pace. But this Call of Duty is so different to other Call of Duties that I'm actually very happy that it's like this. Very, very happy. I want the community to give it a chance. I want the community to at least be able to play the game and not just automatically think one thing about it, or whatever the case may be. Try to slowly slowly ingratiate yourself into it, slowly see how the game wants you to play, and play accordingly, and just play accordingly. But there you guys go. Here's the second video I had for you guys. If you guys like the video, go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button, do whatever you crazy kids do. But without further ado, I'm out of here.